The Music presents Classic Material.
Welcome to Classic Material, your one-stop shop for retro nostalgia. I'm your host, Digital Oldheads. Today we're blasting off through music history, focusing on two boundary-pushing albums from the 1980s, Prince's Dirty Mind from 1980 and Rick James's Street Songs from 1981. The first stop on our tour is Prince's artistic breakthrough, Dirty Mind. Released in October 1980, this funky gem caused waves with its provocative lyrics. But it also marked a pivotal shift that propelled Prince from an R&B teen idol to a bona fide rock star. With Dirty Mind, Prince pioneered his signature Minneapolis sound and introduced his brand of rock-fused funk to the world. Next, we touched down in 1981 to examine Rick James's Street Songs. Driven by the legendary party anthem Super Freak, this risque record turned Rick James into a mainstream juggernaut seemingly overnight. Featuring Rick's trademark explicit yet playful lyrical style, Street Songs became the essential album of its time. All right, y'all, let's dive into Prince's genre-bending 1980 masterpiece, Dirty Mind. By 1980, Prince's star was already on the rise with joints like Soft and Wet, Why You Wanna Treat Me So Bad, and Sexy Dancer. But on Dirty Mind, Prince took his androgynous persona and risque lyrics to a whole nother stratosphere. Dirty Mind took all the sexuality simmering beneath the surface of pop radio and brought it screaming into the spotlight. Prince perfectly captured the taboo nature of lust and curiosity on wax. Cuts like Head and Sister shocked listeners with their unabashed carnality. But joints like Uptown and When You Were Mine balanced that rawness with hook-filled funky soul. I remember spinning Dirty Mind on vinyl as a young head. With each play, I discovered more layers to Prince's vivid storytelling and immaculate production. Still to this day, Dirty Mind remains an edgy, funky, X-rated masterpiece. Prince laid the blueprint on how to fuse sex, politics, and spirituality into pop perfection, and he was just getting started. Now we touched down in 1981 to examine Rick James's Street Songs. Driven by the undisputed party anthem Super Freak, Rick's punk-funk sound went mainstream overnight. Street Songs was a phenomenon. Its raw lyrics and sound solidified Rick's bad boy image while showcasing his songwriting and production. Rick James had a lock on radio, the clubs, and the streets at the same time with cuts like Give It To Me Baby and Ghetto Life. I was lucky enough to see Rick James and the Stone City Band myself in 1982 at the Rockpalast Festival in Germany. Man, they turned that mother out. You hear me? The raw energy was incredible. Rick James brought a gritty new flavor to popular music with Street Songs. It put him on the map as a true pioneer. In 1980, Prince was invited to open for Rick James' Fire It Up tour. Audiences were electrified seeing these two amazing artists push boundaries each night. But according to those on the road, tensions were already simmering beneath the surface. Backstage, arguments broke out over petty gripes like press and set times. As their rivalry took shape, it fueled greater artistic heights from both titans. By the tour's end, their feud had become toxic. James accused Prince of stealing, saying things like Prince was emulating his stage moves. Rick allegedly got revenge by stealing Prince's synthesizers, using them on Street Songs, and then returning them with a thank you note. But at the American Music Awards, allegedly Prince stole Rick James's date, Canadian model Denise Matthews, and launched her music career as Vanity. Rick accused Prince of stealing his concept for the Mary Jane Girls. I first saw the tour at the Baltimore Civic Center in April 1980. It was sheer pandemonium. By the end of the tour, their rivalry had reached a fever pitch, but both fans and the press loved every minute.
Don't you know I am ready to go? Manifest.
Welcome back to Classic Material. What an incredible journey we've been on. To wrap up, Street Songs became Rick James's highest charting album, spending 20 weeks at #1 and selling over 3 million copies by 1983. He dominated as the king of punk funk. 1982 saw Prince's mainstream breakthrough as well, with chart toppers like Controversy and Little Red Corvette, as well as massive hits for the time, Cyndi Lauper, Sinead O'Connor, and the unforgettable I Feel For You for Ms. Chaka Khan. His success eventually eclipsed Rick James as 1984's Purple Rain cemented Prince as an international superstar, but Rick also found success as a producer, crafting hits for the Mary Jane Girls, Tina Marie, and Smokey Robinson. Rick also revived the Temptations' career with their 1982 smash, Standing on the Top. Rick James was not only a trailblazer in music, but also made significant contributions to pop culture. His flamboyant style and eccentric personality became synonymous with the larger-than-life image associated with the 80s. In 1991, he won a Grammy for his sample of Super Freak on MC Hammer's Can't Touch This. Sadly, Rick James passed away in 2004, followed by Prince's shocking death in 2016. But their fearless artistry and hit albums still shift pop culture today. Though there were tensions between them, there was also mutual respect. Most of all, Prince and Rick James revolutionized funk and R&B as musical geniuses who brought fans worldwide immense joy and empowerment through their iconic music and legacy. Thanks so much for joining us on Classic Material. I'm Digital Oldhead signing off. See you next time on Time Travel Tours.